Hello? 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 Yes, we have contacts. Test, test. Equal, equal. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I am running late. One moment. So I'm still setting up my stuff. um, Had a long day at work. Well, not longer than normal for Friday, but it felt certainly a lot longer. And I have a little bit of a backache, so I, stupid of myself, I got into my comfy massaging chair and of course forgot totally to set a timer. Luckily I have one standard timer for the Friday. Voila! I'm streaming. Oh, those are nice colors. One moment. I still have to put on my minicam. And it has not an on or off switch. There we go. Yay! It does work. That's a part of my thumb, in case you are not... Oh, whatever. Just... Okay, on my end I will get that music a little bit down. At least you can now see a little bit of my... of what I am normally all need to do to get a nice stream for all of you. There we go. There is my wet palette cam. Oh, so much cameras. And just 2 pots of coffee. Oh no. So yeah, normally I write a little funny thing to say about this stream. Well, it's just Captain Razig and crew and part 7. Sorry. As I said, running a little bit late. Luckily I have a whole room ready for painting when my wet palette is also anywho. Yes, it is the Red Grass Studio XL version 2 reusable hydration reusable hydration membrane. That's the one. There goes my wetcam cam. My wetcam cam. The wetcam cam. My wetcam cam. That's one cam too many. Yeah, I know. So, and I'm flatten my reusable red grass membrane with the exemplar wet pellets. Wet pellet straightener, paper straightener, whatever you want to call it. Let's do that. And then we put some very nice exemplar pellet, wet pellet thingies on there, copper thingies. Oh man. Sorry, but it doesn't feel nice. Not to me, at least. But at least I did get a little bit of sleep. Just a little bit. My back does not really feel much better, but good enough to be able to paint. No, this is the... Why do I call it the exemplar? It is the Game Envy wet palette. That's the exemplar wet palette thingy. Is everything I believe it is. Looks good. To my old normal setup. Maybe I can get this one a little bit more like... Hi. Okay. Good. And I am live for already 10 minutes. So let's go to my Twitch stream manager. just to see if everything is working alright. The bit rates are okay. I see my own chat text. Good, that's a nice thing, by the way. I don't know how they well, Twitch did a good thing. They normally when you get into chat, you oh, that is the Pokemon community game. Let's see if we can get the unidentified ghost. He's what? Sometimes English, huh? Pokey catch ultra. Oh my god. That's not Pokey catch, it says Polka catch. Or Pokey catch ultra ball. Yes. Let's see if we can get onto the unidentified ghost. Well, the minis I am going to hopefully finish today. Oh my god. I've been working with almost only the Reaper paints. My rack is half empty because half of them are over here. And yeah, I have a very nice slip mat. That's more Dutch than English. So shoving all them to the back does not help. And I am, well, I did work on my, oh, now I have to see if my mini cam is okay. We can go the other way around. Let's get a little bit more. That is where I want to paint it. About here. So there we go. There is the mini. It's one of the crew members. I had to give them 3 washes. Wow! I caught the unidentified ghost. Yeah. The first wash that I did give them was with Mortarian Grime. Really great. Looked good. Nice and slimy. But did not really give him a real shade. Especially on the darker colors. So I... Hey, John the Temp! Even my brush is falling off. Welcome, John. And it's very nice to hear that I have, I believe, 3 different sound effects for just one thing. Yay! Thank you for the resub. 13 months already. Whee! Save the brush, yeah. It's, I was just explaining to whoever was watching me. Yeah, I was running a little bit late. Always makes me quite nervous. And I spilled some water. Oh my. No problem. I have a very nice whatever. How are you doing? I hope you you have already weekend. And I am, as you can see on the title up there, I am painting. You good? Thanks. Hope you're doing well too. Yeah, well, I had a little bit of a one of those Fridays that felt longer than they were. Had a little bit of a backache. It's not really to say that it's. I feel something in my back that's not right. Have that a lot of times. Just a little bit of too much bending over today at work. Lifting in the wrong ways, and I thought I just climb in my nice relaxing massage chair just before the stream and fell asleep, of course, and that's why I'm running a little bit late. I was on time for starting the stream. Why do I always come on the voice? But everything is in place now. Deep breath. And I can go on with these little fellas. See if I can give them a little bit more highlights here and there. I mean, that shirt, perfect. Won't do anything with it anymore. Maybe the trousers, maybe a little bit more highlights. What I also was telling, I painted them all last Friday when I was out painting, and I gave them all a wash. First, Mortarian Grime, but it is a shade, but doesn't give much contrast. So I used the Duncan Rhodes Battle Mud wash, his brown wash, but also that one was not really that not really to my satisfaction. Still, yeah, they were still too clean, and thus I just added to the Battle Mud. I added some black wash from Reaper. Just a few drops, and I like this much better. So yeah, I am going today. I am going to give them the highlights where necessary, where I think I like them. I mean, the blue is quite nice, but for this one, but a little bit more brown for the leathers. The metal can have a little bit of a more of an edgy, and they need, oh, very important, we need to do some where is it? Oxide brown, yes, and my oxide yellow. We do need to do some rust, and we do need a little bit of, but that is for later. And I have, oh my god, I have water everywhere. You are only supposed to be in my brush cleaning cups, which I have, must say, I have now the newest thing I have are the brush scrubbies from Game Envy, and I don't know if you know them. I'll just get one out. That those are these nice little thingies, nice and heavy, but they are from very soft rubber, especially for in your, well, they are made for their own cups, but they do fit in my cups too. And I must say, what I have done so far, love them. They clean, oh, so good. Well, I will be just starting painting, and if you have want to share any always do that mid-sentence. Any plans for this weekend that you want to share? Have questions? Yeah, well, John, you know the drill. Everybody else that's watching, asking is free. I'm a guy, you can ask me anything. Anything and everything. Only it is possible you will not get the answer you are looking for, but that depends a little bit on the question. I mean, you can ask my favorite color. No problem. If you ask my credit card numbers, you probably will not get them. Maybe some other numbers, I don't know. Depends a little bit on the... Oh my god. I really hate it when I am late, and I always get stressed out of it. Why I don't know. It's just a me thing. Good. Let's get my new Phalanx Synthetic Game Envy Fine Nylon detail brush. I normally only use the Marta hair the Kolinsky hair brushes. Doing when I'm late, I do too much things at the same time, and then things go a little bit wrong here and there. Yes, I want to paint the bone, but I also want to get some blues and red in there. So it will take a while till I get a little bit in my normal chaotic mode. This is my ultra chaotic mode, I guess. For the blue, I did not use these blues. I had a different blue, void blue. And a little bit of shadowed steel already to the ready, in the ready, at the ready. And yay! It is pokey tool time. Oh, it's certainly pokey tool time. Damn. Good. I hope I will get these minis highlighted tonight. Maybe even get them on their bases. So I'm going to, as the blue pens are really nice, but they are more black than blue. So I'm going to, this blue is a little bit too dark. I'm going to add a little bit Surf Aqua to this color. Get it a little bit more to a highlight color. Like that. And I'm just going to do the edges a little bit. I just want to give it just enough color back here and there that you get more of an impression it is indeed blue, without really getting all the dirt out of it. So just here and there when I see a wrinkle that is standing out, or at the tattered seams of the trousers, and I have to paint over there. And I will try to do it all mini by mini. I also need a little bit of a darker green. Let's just get the colors on the palette. The darker green, but I want it to be a little bit lighter. So add a little bit of this slime green, alien goo, Oh, the other one is dragon slime, almost the same. Just enough to make it a little bit brighter, and I will need a dark gray for everything black. It goes over there. And we had the green, the blue, and we have leather. And I will use rich leather. Just to give it a little bit of a highlight here and there. Whoops, there we go. Oh, that's a wash. Good. Now let's start with also a little bit of the brown. In my haste, of course. Now I realize. So, painting glasses on. And Pumpkaboo. Okay. Pumpkaboo has appeared. Of course, I want to get the real darky, grimy color still on the models. Just give them a few highlights here and there so the color does come back a little bit. That was it. I need a little bit of orange. Yeah, why not? This is one of the only models that I used orange on. Orange is also a nice color to give red a little bit of a highlight if needed. In this case, this orange, oh, it's not mixed very good, but no problem. In this case, I will add a little bit of the red. Was it? Deep red? Deep red. As I of course do not want to give him very bright orange hair, but just a little bit of the highlights. And when we add it, now we take a little bit of the orange and add a little bit orange to the red, because he has also a red and the Pumpkaboo escaped. Boo! The Pumpkaboo! And the faded bones I have to do a little bit, of course, and the boots, oh my god, it's... And I want to finish these. Too much. Too light. Not in the eye. Not in the eye socket at least. Come on. No. No, it does look cool with his one eye, but I think yes, Scaretober is over, but it is still finally finished Friday. That's why I'm still working on these. I want to see to finish them at least this weekend. All the special figures will have to wait, maybe till next year. Sorry, guys. The good thing is I can use these models, although no, I will see. I'm still thinking about the great brush off. Something, how I think going. Oh, my internet service. Yeah, I did have some nice calls this week. If everything goes okay, I still will have internet after November 11th, so that's next Sunday, next Saturday. If not, I will have no internet, and I will be very pissed off, because I have explained about making the appointment with the company that has to install one thing so they can so I can hook up the modem, but they are already booked, fully booked in whole November. So I called my provider, explained it, and they said, well, then we have to do it in December. I said, yeah, well, in December is completely a problem because I will not be home very much, and I am certainly not going to get any days off in September. So I am afraid we have to wait till next year. Now, she did not see any problem with that, so okay, that's good. And then I said, yeah, there's only the little problem with my old provider is cutting me off on September 11th. Oh, that's not good. Then you better call them. Okay, I will call them. I did call them and explained it. And yeah, no problem. We will look into it. And a few seconds later, yeah, there is a little bit of a problem because I can give my new provider the you have an option to give your new provider the possibility to cancel your old internet your old internet. That's why it's only 2 days apart. Stupid people, sorry. But because I use that service, I cannot tell my old internet provider that they have to cancel that cancellation. My new provider has to do that. So I called those back again, and took me quite a while. You know it. You get a nice when you call them, you don't get a person, but a nice voice that tells you, yeah, press number 1 for that. If you have that, press number 2, and you get that department. And I did listen 3 times, and I have no idea. So I pressed one of them, explained it. Yeah, that's not my department, but I will send you through. So anyway, after 3 times switching, I finally got the person who apparently could help me. And only I hope everything did go well, because the only thing I hear him say every time, and I also think his headset was a little bit broken, because half of the time I only son, you understand? No, I did not. Can you please repeat it? Yeah, I said. No, I could really. I don't. Whatever, but I did understand that yes, my cancellation service, they have cancelled. So now I have to cancel my old internet provider. I have to cancel it myself. Said, I don't care, as long as I have internet. I'm even willing to pay 1 extra month off to my old, and the first month extra to my new provider. I'm so fed up with everything. Yeah, okay, so we have cancelled the that service. Very nice, but you also have to tell my old provider that I still need their internet. Yes, we have cancelled that service. Yes, but yeah, that went back and forth a little bit, and I only hear that he cancelled that cancellation service. So we will have to see. We will find out next Saturday. So I don't know at what certain time they will cancel my internet, but it is possible that next Saturday it will be my last stream, or I will not stream. Yay! And I'm already this far that if they cancel my internet next week, I have 2 full months, or almost 2 full months, no internet. So yay! I have internet on my telephone, and it is unlimited. But sorry, I have to find out. Probably I can stream with it because people do, but damn, I have a nice setup here, and then I have to do some things with my phone and whatever. So that's not going to happen, but I can keep in contact at least. Yeah, but I have already decided that if it goes as I don't hope that it goes, and they cancel my old provider. The moment I get connected with my new provider in January, I will call them immediately and tell them I believe I have a 2 years contract with them. In 2 years you can cancel it automatically. You can cancel it. I'm going away. I'm going back to my old provider because it's too crazy for words, really. So yeah. Oh yeah, well, you know, modern day, first world troubles. Something like that. But we will see. Luckily in December I don't have much time to do anything on the internet, so streamings would certainly be difficult, and so I would probably not stream very much, but it doesn't yeah. There's one little good thing. I noticed that I have learned to not think about it constantly. If it would have happened 10 years ago, I indeed would have not slept the past few weeks. So that's I'm not losing really much sleep over it right now. It's just annoying, and especially, I mean, you have all. I also have to see if I can about your payments of all my subs. That's one of the things that I do feel bad about. But I will see if I can get in contact with Twitch and see if they can hold payments for 2 months or something like that. And I can see that I put a little bit too much water in my wet palette. My paints are flowing out. But yeah, that's. But to be honest, I already had a I had already heard things about this whole. It's not my provider, by the way. That it's all faulted. It's the whole company that puts the glass fiber cable and connects everything. Oh, a wild clang has appeared. I already did hear bad things. But they also have their own internet provider company, and those are really bad. So the ones I chose as my internet provider is at least one that I that normally is well known and good. It's only the little thing that I have. I contacted some of the customer services, and when I say I'm with Delta and it's not going very well, we hear that a lot. But then why the F are you still dealing with that company? But we are we want to have, of course, a big spread through the whole Netherlands, and so we are dependent on their glass fiber network. Well, sorry, then you are more interested in quantity than in quality. So, but that's, and I can of course get angry at those John, I think that my Pokemon community game doesn't like you. Somehow. Sorry to say, but I'm really afraid it's oh poop, a big one. What was I? Oh I was telling. I can get mad at those customer service people, but they are just hired to do their job, and they cannot help that how the big business is run. So I can only complain how it is going, and we will see. And complain about things that still have to happen. That's also something I luckily have done a lot in the past. Oh damn, I'm missing all the toes. Okay. No, oh, I forgot one very important thing with the first one. Probably going to forget it a few times more. The rust. The weapons are too nice and shiny. Again. And I don't have to forget the eyes. I have to make them all nice green glowing eyes. So, this one has a big blade. Right. You know what? I will do the. It's easier, I guess, to do the rust. It's the last step, so I can do them all at one time. Probably better. At least we have a little bit of happy music. But it was at least a little bit of happy sounding music. Followed by some acoustic guitar. Okay. A happy song with followed by a quite serious sounding song. Sounds already a little bit less serious. But at least this weekend, at least this Saturday, I'm completely free. As always, I am planning on painting all day. Probably not. Somehow I always get distracted with things and do other things than just painting, but okay, that's still free day. And Sunday I have, oh no, to play Dungeons and Dragons again. With with the party from our gaming club could be getting really fun as we are playing Curse of Strahd. And let's see, we have a rogue, we have a paladin, a tiefling paladin. That's also very nice in Curse of Strahd, as there are a lot of people who have something like, you don't look really human. Really? Oh. Does you look human to us somehow? Why? Anywho, and we have 3 different kind of fighters. So that's quite an interesting combination. We have just reached level 3. And guess what? We are all 3 battle masters. So a lot of nice maneuvers to get our enemies to drop weapons, fall down, or whatever. The nicest thing, yes, we all 3 have at least the maneuver to get them to drop 1 item in their hands. So, and then we have, luckily, all the 2 other maneuvers, we have all found other things to do. So it could be quite interesting how this unfolds. I mean, okay, the paladin is our healer, more or less. Although I have chosen, as I am playing a gladiator, I've decided to boost morale a little bit here and there by being able to give somebody some extra temporary hit points, as we are probably going to need some healing here and there, and a little bit of extra healing, why not? Ooh, I really have a little bit too much water on my wet palette. But okay, I guess I will manage today. Ooh, don't forget the belt. Hey, hello Koen Haasman. How are you doing? I hope you are also enjoying your start of the weekend. The dagger is really dark. Let's give a little bit more of metal color in there, or on there. This is also the dagger that was damaged a little bit. I can see by its nice twisted point. I had to use a little bit of green stuff to repair it. And a wild Inkay has appeared for the Pokemon catchers. An Inkay. Okay. Still something Halloweeny, I guess, as I see a lot, some Halloween pumpkins. Let's see. Oh, those two didn't have any shoes. That is nice. Let's start with the black. Or in this case, add a little bit of the gray. I am still also a little bit in the Scaretober mood with my undead pirates. That's just because I want to finish them. As of tomorrow, I will be. Oh no! Come on, Pokemon! Really? Why? Why always with John? John, what have you done to Pokemon community that they hate you so much? I don't understand it. I also noticed that my timers are not on. That's something I normally check when I start. My stream was running a little bit late, so I have to go to Streamlabs, timers. Probably they had an update again, and I have to log in again. Always happens when they update stuff. And then I go to Cloudbot and Cloudbot is on. That's strange. Timers. Oh well, I don't have to. No, I have to. Okay. Then we are not chatting enough, probably. As I do have for every timer have a minimum of chat lines, but right. The thermos does keep my no, I don't need internet security. It's more internet insecurity that I have right now. Come on. Damn. And again, just a little bit to get a little bit more of the color back, so we can see a little bit better what kind of colors the old tattered clothes needs to look like. That it does not all look just very black. It did indeed were once green trousers. I blame Pete. Yeah. Yeah, you can certainly do. I mean, he's a little bit he is missed. I mean, if one was in all the chats at some time, at a certain point in time, then it was Pete. Damn. He sometimes pops in and out of certain streams, but we miss all his height rates. And other fun. Oh, I also need white, I see. Well, not pure white. Oh, I can use, wait. Yes, this one has grayish white hair. We can give him some skeleton bone highlights on his, well, probably he's wearing a wig. So let's use some skeleton bone. Give him some highlights here and there. Even let's make a little bit of a lighter gray for a few extra highlights on this blouse. Oops, sorry, microphone. Go a little bit more back, thank you. Not, oh, almost too much. Just a few pointers on the clothes that it is there. Still catches a little bit of light here and there. White is always also a good way to, if you use a few small thin lines to make something look more tattered than it is the model actually shows. Shall we do the head? Well, let's see if we can get, no, we need, oh, let's do it with orange and a little bit of the red. Give the head a little bit of a edge highlight, just orange is already a little bit too thinned. I hydrated my wet palette a little bit too good. So we are taking the orange and put it just in my well palette. just to make a better, get a little bit of a better consistency for the edge highlight I want on the rim of the head. And just as what I said with the white, in this case you can add a few small lines here and there just to make it look a little bit more worn than it actually looks on the model. Oh, and he has also a red. Yeah. No idea how to call it. Sash, I believe it's one of the correct words for it. A little bit of the orange. So wet blended a little bit on the model. And a little bit of the solid orange. And I'm completely off screen. Nice. Let's see. A little bit of bone. Eyebrows are, the brows are almost covered by, whoops, that's teeth and a little bit on his chin. Collarbone over here. And a few ribs over here. His kneecap. Hey, who said painting is not interesting? You even learn naming bones in the human skeleton. Not that I know any. I know the femur, that's I believe the big bone from the upper leg, I believe. Oh. From moment. Right. I forgot that I have a 3 rinse system, and the middle one contains a little bit of soap. So I do the one rinse is for the main paint to come off. Second one is with a little bit of soap, as I use normally use Kolinsky hair brushes, and well, they are hair, so to get a little bit of extra conditioning, cleaning, a little bit of soap can never hurt. Only then I do have to do the 3rd rinse in clear water. And now I have a mouthful of shampoo, and a cheap one too. Ugh. I could better have, if I have, maybe it would have tasted better if I would use a more expensive one, but not sure about it. Doubt they taste better. Oh, okay, take a shot. Yeah, I will, one moment. Whoa. Thank you. So now I can at least get rid of that taste. Whoa. Oh. Okay, My shot glass this time is attention percentages again. Oh, okay. And we have my Flying Dutchman rum. Bloop. Very fitting for the mini that I am painting. John, thank you. Cheers, bottom ups. Have a good weekend. And all your health. Oh, that definitely tastes better than the shampoo water. And a wild swallow appears. Okay, I almost did read the different words, but right. A little bit of the brown here and there on the thank you. Cheers. I'm trying to give this pair of pants a little bit more of a tattered look. Yeah, well, I keep repeating because the clothes they are wearing are quite in rags. I don't understand why. I mean, after a few hundred years on or under the sea, yeah, this one is ready for the next round, but we are going to get first one to this one first. Let's do all the red. I'm going to use a little, see if I can get as my orange is a little bit too thin. Let's add a little bit of brighter red to the mix. Also gives a little bit of a different look on this model. We don't have, I could use some more orange on the trousers. Maybe, let's see. We will see. Haven't made up my mind yet. Do you ever? No, not really. My thoughts go so fast. Sometimes I have changed my mind 10 times and I'm back to my starting point. With my thoughts, they go sometimes in circles, sometimes in squares, sometimes triangles, all kinds of ways, sides. And I don't know what more to tell, to call them. A little bit of the orange, give it a little bit more of a discolored look, while there is still a red in my brush. Whoops, pardon. Okay. That could have been a bone, but let's paint it as a piece of the pants. Now let's get a little bit in the... German text and English text together. Okay, that's not really my taste. Oops. But it is music is music. Better than complete silence right now. Dark blue. Oh, there's a lot of red in my brush. I didn't use my new brush scrubby the right way. That's better. Already? Oh. It's already what? More than an hour? Only damn. I always forget I'm not a Michael Mordor. I always... oh, that's a little bit too bright. Meaning that even if I'm trying to speed paint, it's still more paint than speed. Yes, by the way, any one of you backed that new Kickstarter from Reaper? The one with the Dungeon Dweller books and the minis? Just out of curiosity. I have. And then I am that crazy about it. But why not have another game system for role-playing games in my bookcase? I only have a few, too many. I only have a few, too many. This is certainly not something you can back it for the minis, of course, but there are not much minis right now. And I guess as they have a monster manual with it. I guess I already have quite a lot of them. And then yeah, I've DM'd a lot of D&D games, so yeah, probably have a lot of monsters anyway, of the right monsters. But I am curious about the how they did set up the game system. And I believe, when I'm right, I believe they also say that the system can be used for all kinds of implemented with other RPG games like D&D and Pathfinder. So, just a bit curious about it. Okay. The metal works. Let's see if the metal paint is still. Yeah. Is still usable for this, as it is mostly just edge highlight. Let's get a little bit over here too. And let's use a little bit on the dead barrel and dead barrel over there. Oh, oops, wrong pot. Almost forgot the brown. I am thinking as the maybe I can even highlight it a little bit more by adding a little bit of gray. Just give that a little bit of extra. Yeah. And did one part of the sword or sable or saber or whatever you want to call it. I'm not that diverse in how all those blades are called. And as they are quite old and going to be rusty anyway, normally I would also add a little bit of silver to it, but not in this case. We did have that one, we have a second one of them. There we go, with a little bit of different colors. There's a black bandana, meaning we have to add some gray. Get a little bit more in the center of the picture. Now, is this these black pants? Did I make somebody give black pants? Damn. Why not? Let's give him black pants. Meaning we have to add a little bit of gray. Oh, no. Wild aloe meowth. Oh. And you don't have a ball anymore, John. No. There we go. Throw a great ball at him. Get that meowth. I am not going to make that. I'm not going to do any highlights on the shirt, as I like this kind of very filthy white, well, almost sepia color. Hey, congratulations, John! Finally! Yay! About time! I know it is a game and you have to get a little bit of effort into it, but come on. Don't disencourage my Pokemon catches in my chat. Oh, why am I using gray? I don't know. I want brown for the belt. Okay, a little bit more gray. Is that? Okay, not bad. Gives again a. This one does have very small feet, I must say. As I notice now. Yeah, also. Nice, then you can wear children's shoes. Although on the boat, I don't know. That's all the color. Let's get to the metal again. There we go. First one, this round. I'm slapping some paint on. Oh no! Hey, there's my first timer! Yay! Yes. Slapping some paint on some skeletons and a zombie. Yes, he's right in front of me. One moment. Let's finish this one. And why is everybody a skeleton but they have one zombie? Well, he's the grunt of the group. The last to get into the crew. And these are all just crewmen. Well, just. But I have a lot more of them. But most of them have cool names. As Mr. Blood. We have a Crow's Nest Willy. And others are just called what they are. We have a chain ganger with a lot of chains. Really? Yeah, with chains. Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay. This one good. Let's start with. Let's go on with the grunt. That's the one with still with a little bit of flesh on his body. And to be honest, I don't think I need to do really much about him. Colors are already quite. Oh right, I already did some highlights on him. Only the metal. I do like the odd pose he is in. There's a really shambling around the ship. As a real zombie. Or just as a crewman who had too much rum. This is also the way. Come on. This is also the one mini that I did not use the black wash on. Yes, with the bright colors, I thought that the Mortarian and the what was it? Battle Mud Wash were more than enough to give him a nice grimy look. Yeah, well, maybe as a zombie. Maybe he does take a little bit more care about his skin. Of his skin. Care about his skin. Of his skin. Something in English. A special seawater moisturizer. Some algae. Who knows? At least I don't. Now he will also get some nice green glowy eyes at the end. Let's see. Oh, we have one more of these. Yeah. Those three, these three. Yeah, that's right. Now let's start start with the bones this time. I must say, I've been now painting for, this is my third time I am painting with these synthetic brushes, this synthetic brush from game Envy. I'm really pleased with it, to be honest. I have used synthetic brushes in the past, as they are indeed quite cheaper than the Kolinsky hair brushes, of course, but somehow always after a lot of painting the tip of the synthetic brushes always bend a little bit. I have heard some theories about it from people who apparently know what they are talking about. That's because when synthetic brushes, the brush hair they have a little bit of wear and tear. That's why they start to, the tip starts to bend at a certain point. Until now, have not noticed any bending with this brush. So I am quite a little bit impressed so far. Also, I like that the brush handle is quite has a nice thick part. Just where I like to hold my brush. It does keep a nice tip. But I also have to tell that I haven't been painting for hours and hours with it. So maybe need to do a little bit more painting with it to get to a right end conclusion. Maybe I hope tomorrow I'm not sure if I'm going to if I don't finish these tonight, I will certainly try to finish them tomorrow, as I want to put them on the bases. And then at least these are finished. The rest of the crew and the captains themselves will go into my pile of possibilities. I still have my Bone Sylvanians from last year over there. I think I will let them join them so I can finish them sometimes later. Next year, maybe, I hope. I can even get them out on a Whip Wednesday next year. Well, a wild Persian has appeared. Oh, wild Persian. Oh, here's. Oops, that's a little bit too. That is that. Trousers. Let's do the belt. Hey, congratulations again, John. Nice. You finally start to understand it. Now for the metal. Yay! Huzzah! And a little bit on the gun. And oh, don't forget the dagger in his mouth. Sorry, between his jaws, but I mean mouth, not so much. Good enough. Now the three crewmen that I like the most. They almost look like the captains themselves. There we go. With a little toes coming out of the shoes that I noticed when I started to paint the shoes. Those little details. It's almost to say a painter's delight if you find that kind of little small details while painting. Always nice when a sculptor does that. The bones, the jackets. Yeah, needs a little bit more blue. The head. Let's use a little bit more gray with a little brown, just to give it a little bit of a that's a little bit too gray. but it's not a big problem as the brown is quite thin. I think those are more meant like stitches or something, I don't know. I'll make them a little bit lighter. I was saying the brown is quite a little bit lighter, quite thin, and this is a little bit too much gray to my liking. You can even see on your screen there's definitely more gray than brown, so I take a little bit of the brown. It is already quite thin. Thin it a little bit more and just go over the gray and also over some other parts of the head, over the tricorn, I believe it is sometimes referred to. And there we have a nice brown highlight with a little bit of a gray undertone. I believe he has black pants. These are so dark they can almost only be black. I didn't use very much different colors for the crew, as I also want to get them a little bit together. The more colors you use, the less they look one group, but I also want to use, of course, not just one color, as they are pirates. So they have their own, everyone has their own distinct clothes and colors. The jacket is a little bit too dark, so I'm going to use a very thin layer of the Surf Aqua, making it almost a glaze, so give it a little bit more of the light blue color back without really painting over all the dark shadows and removing them. By adding a second layer, you can immediately also make a nice highlight out of it. I still want to keep that very filthy look. Oh, this is too thick. Oops. Yeah, no, goes good. To the front we also have a few, especially the edges. Those can be a little bit sharper. also has a blue bandana, but this blue is too dark a little bit, so we make the mix again with the Surf Aqua a little bit more. Could also have been used the gray, but I think if you use as the Surf Aqua I also used in the coat, gives it a little bit more yeah, still a different look, but it ties it a little bit more together, I hope. We will add a little bit of the gray with Surf Aqua to just get a few more extra highlights. And use that same color to get a few more. Oops, that is the trouser. On the buttons, on the highlight, oops, that's too thick. A little bit of highlight on the bottom of the buttonholes. At least that is how we call them in the Netherlands. Bit of a more ripped look, tattered look by adding a few more small stripes here and there. There are some tears in it. Let's do the bones. Teeth are not that visible, but just if you add a few highlights in that area, still give the idea that there are teeth. That's now the yeah, you know what, I think we will do for the jackets, as normally I have seen those jackets, those yeah thingies on there are normally some kind of metal. If they are officers, then it would be gold. And the wild Zwilus has appeared. Zweiloos. Zweiloos. Help. Good. A little bit of ancient gold. No, antique gold. Well, almost the same. Well, ancient gold is, I believe, from... Yes, old gold. Well, whatever. Yeah. And I was talking about these little thingies here. Oh. Damn it, Johnny, you have spent too much Pokeballs in my chat. So that's that. Damn. He has not very much, at least no swords or blades with him, just 4 guns. He wants to be sure that he is hitting something without being hit himself. A little bit for the belt. And that is about it for this model. Two more of these to go. Whoops. Hey, stay where you are. Come on. This one has a black head, so we use gray. To highlight. Mainly the edge highlight. There was a little piece of, I guess this one is fallen or damaged. The edge of his head was a little bit damaged and I could see the original metal under it, but it's exactly where the edge highlight should be, so nobody can see it anymore. Yay! He has also black shoes. I will have to look tomorrow for what Carol's challenge word is for this week, this month. See if I can still get something painted up. I hope it is something I can combine with the big brush off. The big brush up is, yeah, they say historical this month. I do have some historical minis that I can paint. I even have, and as Mrs. MLG said, it does not need to have to be historical, but you can also paint something that is old or like an old mini you have always wanted to paint. And I have something that I can combine. I have a very old tabletop war game called Flintlock that does use and that it plays in the time of Napoleon. The nice thing is that they do have the uniforms of the armies, only all the armies are made out of animals. I believe you have some Skaven, and I have chosen to play with the undead, who are Russian. So maybe nice to finally get some minis painted from that one. But as always, let's see if I can make time for it. As tomorrow I will certainly be back with painting on my bust, on my community challenge, meaning the Thieves bust. It's time I get him back from wherever he is. Right? Right. Yep. So I'm back to my normal programming as far as it ever was normal. Of it. Just to get extra red highlight in there. Oh, oh, it's already past 10. Oh no, oh no, oh damn. I have one more mini to go, so you get all a little bit extra time. I want to finish it. At least that last mini I will... so I can put them on the bases tomorrow. That's the jacket. Let's go for the bones. And now I see this one is the one as I have 3 of these, I have positioned them all a little bit differently. This is the one that I turned the head a little bit to the right, his right, my left, just to give them a little bit of a different look. And of course I used different colors for them. Good. Highlight color for those. Those buttons. why not a little bit extra highlight on the, just to give it a little bit more of that wear and tear. Right, and also with this one, as his are those called lapels? I believe they are called lapels. Are already yellow. I'm not going to use red on the gold on them. Oh my god! Sorry, yeah, I'm color deaf. I do not hear what kind of names I give colors. So if I say one color and I use another one, sorry for that. I don't know. I even do not know how my brain works sometimes with those colors. The pink and the purples are also quite a problem sometimes. Don't know why. Good, last one. Oh, then we have to add. No, I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I'm not going to show you how I add the rust. Sorry. Oh, I did already. Didn't quite a highlight on this one. Add a little bit of gray to it. Okay, let me go back to the red. With the others, the ending of his sleeves, they were all quite already nice, had already nice contrast. Only with this red, a little bit extra. Certainly not. Also with his lapels, let's just add a little bit extra contrast. Like that. Then we have his jacket. Let's use pure Surf Aqua, just a little bit thinned down. Whoops. I do love these handles from Game Envy. The only thing that I have to remember is that I can only turn the model one way. Well, I can turn it the other way, but then I am unscrewing it from the handle. But they have a nice hold, and with the extra caps you can switch models very easily, as you could all see. And you you've been Pokemon hunting a little bit too much, John. Whoops. But John has more balls in his assortment, in his whatever you call it. Huh? Anything to get those damn Pokemons. Right. Oh, we have a blue. I'll give that one a little bit of a very pale blue highlight. Bones we have done. And congratulations, finally. Let's give it a cheer. Guns. For the lapels, let's use the gold again. I mean, red and gold go good together in my eyes, at least in my opinion. And there we go. That's... Oh, forgot his shoes. That's almost. He still has a white shirt that I could keep that filthy, but then it looks more like the same color as his bones. And that looks a little bit odd. So I will tidy it up a little bit and use skeleton bones instead of Nord bones, so it's a little bit lighter than his bones. And that is model number 10. So, the next step is to use these 3 colors to give at least the swords and the big metal parts a nice rusty look. And I will give you the names: oxide brown, oxide yellow, and I believe there's also an oxide red. I do have that one somewhere. I believe it's, yeah, it's over there. I already see it. Yes, oxide red, as it goes in between these two. But I also need a little bit of orange for the fresh rust. If you mix these two, you do get kind of a nice orange rusty color, but a few specks of bright orange makes it look just a little bit better, at least in my opinion. And then I can put them all on their bases. They have these nice wooden bases. I will put them on. But that's all something I'm going to do tomorrow. Ooh. As it is well past my bedtime. Remember, I got up at 4 o'clock today, as always. But tomorrow I will be back with with my Thievius bust. So I want to thank you all for popping by, for catching the Pokemons, for the shot, John. Thank you very much for your 13 months. Super, thank you very much, and hope to see you all next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.